everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Dayspring Discussions. I'm your host, Sean McGahee, and this is a show where we talk about movies, TV, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books. If you geek out about it, we're going to talk about it. You can listen to Dayspring Discussions on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, and Patreon, and contact Dayspring Discussions on the Facebook group, Twitter page, and dayspringdiscussions@gmail.com. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you got out yesterday to your local comic shop and picked up Action Comics number 1000. I had a good Superman day yesterday. Went and got my comic, came back, watched the original Superman movie of Christopher Reeves. I watched the Batman Superman animated movie by Bruce Timm. And then I watched Superman Returns. Tried to follow it up with a couple episodes of Smallville in the evening, but having drank kryptonite for most of the day by then, I didn't even make it past the first episode. I passed out on the couch, and it's all right because I had a good day. My buddy Josh came over, and we watched, we talked. It was great. So hopefully you had a good Superman day as well. And if you haven't picked up Action Comics 1000, pick up the milestone issue. I read it this morning. It's got a lot of stuff by a lot of good artists, of course, all setting up what's to come with Brian Michael Bendis and his new run on Superman, his Man of Steel miniseries. A lot of good stuff coming for The Last Son of Krypton, guys, so go and pick that up. Now, I have read a few of yesterday's comics. To be honest, there's a lot. I sat down this morning and tried to go through them, and after about an hour or so, there's still quite a bit to go. So I haven't read all the comics yet. I'm going to try to get to them. There's a lot of good stuff this week. So head to your local comic shop or online, wherever you read comics, and check some out, guys. But we're here to talk about other stuff. There's a lot of things that happened within the last couple days. I feel like I've lost today because I was so busy yesterday on my day off that I try to play catch up. Pretty much is what I'm trying to do. So start off. Let's go from the top, guys. This morning, Deadpool 2 tickets are now on sale. I got a couple of emails from local theaters saying that you can buy tickets now for Deadpool 2 that comes out on May 18th. And of course, the final trailer was released for the film. You can find it online. Go to the Facebook group or the Twitter account. I posted it up there. But just kind of briefly going through it a little bit. It's not bad, of course. It's what you would expect. In this one, of course, we get more of a sense that Deadpool is collecting a team of heroes to looks like save this child that Cable is hunting, almost making it seem like Cable is the bad guy of the film, and that might possibly be it. Josh Brolin has said that Cable has a 4-movie arc that he's going to be taken through, whether that's through Deadpool and X-Force films, maybe bleeding over to another couple X-Men films, though we have been told that Black Tom Cassidy is set to make an appearance as the bad guy, so no one really knows what's going on, and I am totally okay with it. This trailer, of course, was great. The best part about it was all the puns. He mentioned calm down Thanos. He mentioned, that's kind of dark. Sure you're not a DC hero? And then at the end, he's talking about calm down One-Eyed Willie, referencing Josh Brolin's young film that he did, The Goonies. A lot of good stuff, a lot of action. Introduced to Deadpool's team that includes Zazie Beetz as Domino. And then we get confirmation that we do get Shatterstar, who is kind of a signature member of X-Force. I don't know what this film is going to lead up to. It just looks like it's one hell of a ride. You got TJ Miller back in there. He's under scrutiny for a lot of stuff he's done recently. And some people are wondering if it's going to affect the quality of this film or not. I don't think it will because not enough people know about it, to be honest. But this trailer, again, a lot of action, a lot of fun. Seeing Deadpool kind of gather his team to stop Cable. We don't know why Cable was after the boy. In any event, I'm all psyched for this movie. I'm ready for it to get here. I'm ready for it. It looks awesome. Directed by David Lynch, who also directed Atomic Blonde, and I believe co-directed the first John Wick movie. It looks like a hell of a ride. I just hope it keeps with the spirit of Deadpool, and based on the trailer, it looks like it does, guys. So that comes out May 18th, so be on the lookout for that, and of course, go buy your tickets. Next up, it looks like Universal has given us the final trailer for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The film is set to come out June 22nd and is directed by J.A. Boyana. I know him most for the film Impossible with Ewan McGregor and Naomi Watts. And just given on that film, I have total faith in this guy. He's taken over for Colin Trevorrow, who is now set to do the third Jurassic World film. That's going to come out, I think, in a couple of years. But in this trailer, we get a little bit more of the story. Of course, we know from previous trailers that they're looking to save the dinosaurs on the island before it goes. And we come to find out that Blue, Chris Pratt's favorite dinosaur, might be special, might be one of interest for the human population. To be honest, I feel like this trailer gave us too much of the story. Of course, we see all the dinosaurs and the genetically made dinosaurs going and hunting people, and that's kind of what people expect from these Jurassic Park films, where it's people running from dinosaurs. And honestly, that's something that really made me bored with the previous Jurassic Park films. I just want to see a new angle. From the first trailer, it made it seem like they were trying to preserve the dinosaurs due to, Endangered Species Acts and stuff like that. Now it looks like you have other people involved that are trying to weaponize them, which is something we saw in the first Jurassic World movie. And like I said, they're after Blue, maybe because he is a velociraptor, pretty much nature's killer. I don't know the full story, but I feel like I got too much of it. I'd much rather have waited and seen all this later on. I want something different. I want to see something different from what we've seen in other Jurassic Park movies than just people getting chased by dinosaurs. Give me some story, give me some meat. Chris Pratt's in it, and he's always entertaining in my eyes, so I'm not worried about that. From this trailer, it looks like we might get something different, and you have this dinosaur running around. I love the shot of the trailer of the people on the surfboards riding the wave, and then you have the dinosaur in the water with them. Quite possibly it could be dinosaurs in the real world. They're running loose, and that's, the shores of California or something. I don't know, guys, but in any event, like I said, comes out June 22nd. I'm sure a lot of us are going to be there, so be on the lookout for that, and I just hope it's fun because I want every movie to be good. Okay, moving on with our news. Steven Spielberg, you ever heard of that guy? Looks like he is set to direct his first comic book film. Now, Warner Brothers and Steven Spielberg are teaming up to do an adaptation of Blackhawk. Now, Blackhawk is based on a classic DC property. Spielberg said, "It was wonderful working with the team at Warner Brothers to bring Ready Player One to the screen. They bring a blend of passion and professionalism to everything they do and have a tremendous history in this genre. I'm excited to reunite with them on Blackhawk." Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the property, because honestly, I'm not that familiar with Blackhawk, the Blackhawks are a small team of World War II era ace pilots of varied nationalities, each typically known under a single name, either their given name or their surname. Though the membership roster has undergone changes over the years, the team has portrayed most consistently and have 7 core members. So really, when you think about it, this is really just a World War II film, which is something that is definitely up Steven Spielberg's alley. I don't know how they're going to, give it that different angle or different slant for this film, but it doesn't seem that it's something that is out of Steven Spielberg's wheelhouse. It's just the fact that it's a comic book, and comic books can be based on a lot of stuff. There are horror comics, there are funny comics, there are superhero comics. Just because we know comic books mainly with superheroes doesn't mean there aren't other varieties out there. There are westerns, there are, sci-fi, all kinds of stuff in the world of comics. And that's the great thing. Much like any medium, you can tell several different stories. Movies, there are westerns, there are, sci-fi, there's drama, there's comedy, all different genres for the medium. And they're taking a fighter pilot World War II story and just adapting it. Probably going to be a little more campy than what we're compared to, say, like Saving Private Ryan with Spielberg, but in any event, it's not that far-fetched from what he's usually done. Just it's the fact that it's based on a comic book. Now, Spielberg, a couple months ago, got in a little heated water with some fanboys, kind of down-talking the superhero genre. he wasn't talking about comic movies. He was talking about superhero films and how they're the current fad, much like Westerns were the current fad, and eventually they'll go away. Some fanboys got up in arms about this. Whatever. Spielberg, no one's going to deny he's the greatest director in film ever. Probably will be for quite some time, at least in my lifetime, I feel like. But he's doing this. It's based on a comic book. He's teaming up with Warner Brothers and DC, and that's great. Now, do I see him doing a superhero film? Not really. But like I said, this is World War II, fighter pilots, definitely in his wheelhouse. What else can you say about it, guys? Nothing else except for I love Ready Player One. I love Steven Spielberg. So give me another Steven Spielberg film because I'm going to watch whatever he does. Okay, guys, and the last story for today. Sorry, I'm rushing right through this. I'm trying to get to work, actually. So, looks like Hasbro and Paramount Pictures are pushing ahead with their live-action M.A.S.K film. Now, M.A.S.K is based off the 80s action figure line and cartoon series from 1985, which was a competitor for the G.I. Joe franchise. M.A.S.K, otherwise known as Mobile Armored Strike Command, is a task force led by Matt Tracker with the goal of taking down the criminal organization known as Venom, as in Vicious Evil Network of Mayhem. You can tell they spent a lot of time working on those acronyms. In any event, though, we got some news that F. Gary Gray, the guy who directed The Fate of the Furious, is set to direct this film for Paramount. This is all according to The Wrap. The film is set to come out hopefully sometime in 2019. Gary F. Gray is also expected to direct an untitled Men in Black spin-off film starring Chris Hemsworth for Sony. So we know Transformers and Hasbro, they've made a lot of money. They're looking to do other stuff. They've done a couple G.I. Joe films as well. Haven't done that great. They're looking to expand it out there because they do have other properties in the Hasbro world such as Micronauts and M.A.S.K and other things that they want to see transfer over to film. M.A.S.K is something that I watched as a kid. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. I love the theme song. The theme songs from M.A.S.K is the best. M.A.S.K Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime, fighting crime. That's all I remember. But in any event, these guys, they had these armored masks and they had these vehicles which would turn into something. So like the main guy, Matt, he had a car where the doors would open up, it would fly. Another guy had a motorcycle that I think turned into a boat or something. No, it was a Jeep that turned into a boat. In any event, they were just cool vehicles that were dual purpose, and you had M.A.S.K. Now, I think IDW is doing a M.A.S.K comic series right now. I've checked it out. Honestly, I'm not too thrilled with it. I stopped reading it. But M.A.S.K, like I said, something from my childhood that I find endearing. They could do something really cool with this if, of course, they focus on the characters. That's kind of the thing that you have to keep in mind with any movie. It's a cool premise, but you got to focus on the characters. You got to make us care about Matt and his team, and that's really what they're going to have to do. Paramount, I'm not thrilled with the way they're taking the Transformers franchise. I kind of have a little bit of hope for Bumblebee, because it's being directed by the same guy that did Kubo and the Two Strings, which is a phenomenal film, and it was robbed for Best Animated Movie last year at the Oscars, in my opinion. But yeah, and then you also have Haley, what's her name? Steinfeld, I think is her name, right? The girl from Pitch Perfect and what's that Western? Matt Damon, Jeff Bridges. I don't know. Anyway, it's got a great actress. Edge of 17. She also did Edge of 17. She's in there too, so it gives me a little bit of hope for the project. Let me know what you guys think. And that's going to be it for today, guys. I know I went through a lot of topics really quickly. I wanted to get another one in this week just to pop it off. So my plan is hopefully on Sunday or Monday, sometime early next week, I'm going to do an MCU review before Infinity War comes out on Thursday. I'm going to go see it on Friday. I've been working my way through the MCU movies. I'm up to Black Panther right now. So I'm going to try to go re-see Black Panther in theaters tonight. Then I got Spider-Man Homecoming, Doctor Strange, and Thor Ragnarok to watch. So I got 4 movies in about, 8 days to do it. So we'll see how it goes, guys. All right. Let me know what you think, guys. Deadpool 2 trailer, Jurassic World trailer. Are you excited for Deadpool? Do you think the Jurassic World trailer gave away too much? I feel like it did. Let me know what you think the best part of the Deadpool 2 trailer was as well. And then, of course, M.A.S.K. Did you watch it as a kid? Are you excited for it? Okay. Steven Spielberg on Blackhawk. Different. This is a comic book, which is basically just a World War II story, and that's right up his wheelhouse. So I think he's going to do phenomenal with it because he is the most phenomenal director ever. That's it for me today, guys. So let me know. Hit me up. Social network. DayspringDiscussions.gmail.com. Till next time, may the force be with us all.